Hi, so today I'm going to show you how to use your Kindle application to have items sent directly from somebody's email address to your Kindle application. Why will we use this? We use this in order to send things like, um, in our case, we actually use it to send PDF copies or EPUB versions of titles before they're published on Amazon for beta readers and reviewers and influencers, etc. However, you could also send PDFs from work, etc., that you want to be able to see on your Kindle app at any time. So there's a couple different ways to use this. However, today I'm going to show you how to add a trusted sender and how to find your Kindle email address. So the easiest way to do this, you need to log in on a desktop. It's much easier. I've done it from my phone, but it's a lot harder. And I have a very large phone that's pretty easy to use. So if you're not really tech savvy, I wouldn't bother going in to try to do this on your phone. I just log into a laptop or a computer. You need to log into your Amazon account. To find the page that we're on, you're actually going to go to Amazon Accounts and Lists, and you're going to go all the way down to Manage Your Content and Devices, which is right here. And that will bring you up to this page. On this page, there is three options. If you notice here, three buttons: your content, your devices, and your settings. Now, your content will bring up any titles that you have on there. You can delete anything you don't want left on your Kindle, etc. After you're done reading a title, if you no longer want it on your Kindle, you can actually delete it from here, just like you can delete it online. The other thing is your devices. This actually will give you a list of every device that you have. These are all ones that have been associated in my account. I should probably go through and delete some of my old phones that I don't use anymore. But it will actually tell you every account that you have listed. Now we'll go through here to your settings, and this is where you actually have to go. Now there's a lot of cool options in here that you really probably don't realize that you have on your Amazon account. It's always fun to get on here and look and see what they have. However, if you go down, we're looking for personal document settings, which is right here. We're going to click on that. If it's not already clicked on, in my case, it's already clicked on. And it gives you an actual Kindle email address for every one of those devices. So in my case, I'm using my 4th Android. So this is my Kindle email address to the Kindle application on my phone. Yours should be fairly similar. Whatever email address or name that you use to register, it's that at kindle.com. Sometimes they'll add numbers or modifications depending on how many you have. As you can tell, I have quite a few. So this one is the Kindle email address that I am telling you to send me. This is where you find that. So pick out whatever device you want and send me that email address, and that'll be where I send the content to. That said, if you have Kindle on your phone, that's the best one to send it to because it will sync to everything. Or a regular Kindle Fire, it'll sync to everything as long as you have internet connection. If you don't have internet connection, then maybe you should send it to one of the other apps because if you don't have email address or internet connection, it's not going to download. Now down here, it has something called the Approved Personal Document Email List. If you do not take the second step, I will not be able to send anything to you, and nobody else will be able to send anything. If you are sending something to somebody else, say you're an author and you're sending them a copy of your title, they have to do this part or they won't receive it. So they need to click on Add a New Approved Email Address, and it brings up just a very simple thing. In this case, the email address we're going to use to ship out any copies of books from me will be megan.m.burnett@gmail.com. So if you can put this email address in as your new approved email sender, and you can delete it afterwards after you've received the copy if you don't want to keep it in there. But honestly, I will only send copies of titles that we are reviewing after I've talked to you. So there will be no spam, etc. However, if you add a bunch of people and people you don't know, there is always a possibility of getting some spam to your Kindle account, but you can always go in here and delete anything that you don't like, etc. So please send me a copy of your email address for your Kindle, whichever email Kindle is for the account that you want to use, and add us as megan.m.burnett@gmail.com on your new add a new approved email sender. And that's all it takes to receive these our books directly through email, or if you're an author, that's all it takes. Then you simply send it as an email attachment, whatever file you want to, right from your email if you're an author. All right, thank you.